आदरणीय अशोक जी, यहाँ के सारे नेक्ट और डेलीगेट्स, बहुत खुश हूँ आप लोग के सामने खड़ा होके। ये मेरी पहली बार नहीं है नेक्ट के सामने, मेरे ख्याल में ये तीसरी या चौथी बार है, क्योंकि कई फोरम्स ऐसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन क्लब में जी मुझे आप लोग को मेरी राय समझाने का मौका मिला है। आज तो बजट के बारे में बोलने के लिए, क्योंकि मैं तो आज आपको पता है कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए आज का लोकसभा बजट डिबेट को आरंभ किया। हमने जितने भी डिटेल पे तैयारी की थी सब कुछ बोलने के लिए वक्त नहीं मिला, और हम अपने दलित समुदाय के जो प्रश्न थे उनको सारे बताने के लिए वहाँ टाइम नहीं मिला। तो इसलिए मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ कि यहाँ आप लोग के सामने मैं ज़रा सा और डिटेल में शेड्यूल कास्ट सेक्टर के लिए क्या क्या कर रहे हैं ये लोग, क्या नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये बोल सकूँगा। लेकिन मुझे माफ़ कीजिए, मुझे ज़रा सा आसान है अंग्रेज़ी में बताने के लिए। अगर आप लोग को कुछ मतलब समझने में कोई दिक्कत है तो मुझे बताइए। वैसे भी आप बहुत अच्छी तरह के हिंदी भाषण अभी सुन चुके हैं हमारे संसद की तरफ से, तो आई एम श्योर दैट यू हैव गॉट द होल मैसेज वेरी क्लियरली फ्रॉम दैट। Agatha Sangma said, very good. So the allocation for scheduled castes is supposed to be at 81,341 crores, and for scheduled tribes it's 52,885 crores. But there has been a systematic undermining of a number of critical schemes for the SC/ST community by starving them of necessary funds. For example, schemes like post-matric scholarship, University Grants Commission, rehabilitation of bonded labour, national fellowships for SCs, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, IGNOU Open University, grants to voluntary organizations, land records modernization, which could have been of direct benefit or at least of indirect benefit to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, have all seen their allocations cut. This year, there are 329 schemes that the government claims are for SC, but 233 of those are non-targeted, and there's no specific strategy to give benefits for the scheduled caste community. Similarly, only 71 out of 338 schemes for STs give any direct benefits, while the rest of them are very general in nature. There is no clear roadmap for sustainable development of SC and ST communities. तो मैं जब पार्लियामेंट में भाषण दिया, मैंने कहा कि एजुकेशन में दलित समुदाय को बिल्कुल विक्टिमाइज किया हुआ है. द बजट एस्टिमेट फॉर पोस्ट मैट्रिक स्कॉलरशिप्स फॉर शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट स्टूडेंट्स हैज बीन स्लैश्ड. It was 3,000 crores last year. It's 2,926 this year, which means the actuals will always be lower than the estimates. Similarly, post-matric scholarship for ST students has also been reduced by about 30 crores. And allocations for fellowships and scholarships to PhD and postdoctoral students hailing from SC/ST backgrounds tells a similar tale. Because what has happened is it's gone down from 602 crores to just, that is in 2014-15 when we were last in power, to 283 crores, that is less than half for scheduled caste students, and from 439 crores to 135 for scheduled tribe students. Similarly, allocation for higher education funds for SCs and STs have been reduced by 23% in the UGC, 50% in IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University. Very worryingly, the funds for teacher training, which most experts will tell you is key to the success of the education sector, have also been slashed, moving down from 871 crores in the last budget to merely 125 crores in the current budget. So if you don't give money for teacher training, you're not going to be able to improve the quality of instruction that benefits the SC/ST community. The budget for providing free and subsidized coaching for minority candidates has been increased from 8 crore to 20 crore, which is not a bad thing, but minority candidates are a different category from SC/ST candidates. There's been no increase for SC/ST. Another area that may be interesting for you is the farming area. The largest scheme, strictly speaking, of SC/ST benefit in theory is the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, PM Kisan, which is of the Department of Agriculture. Now, they have allocated, at least in theory, 12,450 crores for SCs and 6,450 for STs. But there are no specific targets for benefiting them. As you know, the original program was only for landowners, whereas mostly SCs and STs are farm laborers. वो किसान का काम करते हैं लेकिन भूमि उनका नहीं है, तो इसलिए ओरिजिनल स्कीम में उनको कोई बेनिफिट नहीं मिला. अभी कह रहे हैं कि सबको एक्सटेंड करा जाएगा. विल हैव टू सी इसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन कैसे चलेगी. विल दे एक्चुअली डिलीवर in practice on the question of the budget to the SC and ST communities. There is a denial of funds, there's a diversion in some ways in the very conception itself. My figures are that scheduled castes are 52% of casual farm labor, usually daily wage deke kaam karte hain. STs are 38%. So, will they get now 6,000 rupees annually? If they do, it's not a bad thing. I am not a big fan of the scheme because the average Indian Kisan is carrying a debt load of 47,000 rupees a year. So 6,000 is not going to solve his problems very much. But if, say, a Dalit farm laborer gets 6,000 rupees, it may actually make a useful difference in his life, and that's something we would like to wait and see if it's actually done. Two other areas I wanted to share with you. Manual scavenging, 110 crore rupees has been allocated for the self-employment scheme for rehabilitation of manual scavengers. Now, funds allocated under the scheme, however, there's some real doubt as to whether it's actually reaching the beneficiaries. There was an RTI application for fiscal year 2015-16 which said and revealed that 36 crores was allocated but left unused for rehabilitation of manual scavengers at that time. Now the budget has gone up, but last year also 24 crore remained unused. Normally, you raise the budget because all the money you've given is not enough and being properly used. But here you're not spending the money you had earlier. So my conviction is this is purely a paper increase. In reality, how many manual scavengers are actually going to get money to improve their working conditions, do some new job training, rehabilitate themselves in a new profession, that remains to be seen. लेकिन आप लोग ध्यान रखिएगा, क्योंकि सरकार कागज पे जो कुछ लिखता है, they are accountable for it. तो आप जाके ये सब देख के, अगर ये काम नहीं चल रहा है, manual scavengers के लिए कोई नई training, नई skill development नहीं, then you have every right to ask and challenge that. And the final point I wanted to stress, which I think has been very beautifully said, Hindi में जो मेरे दोस्त सांसद ने कहा, वो तो मैं कोशिश भी नहीं करूँगा उनकी अच्छी भाषा में बताने के लिए. But the important thing about the budget is not just the money. मैं तो आपको कई आंकड़े बताए हैं, but it is the spirit in which the money is spent. I think Ashok ji knows this very well from many years of fighting for the Dalit cause. We have seen in our country, in fact, I remember when the first time I think I spoke with you, our friend Udit Raj was here. And Udit, to my surprise, decided to go and join the BJP. But the disillusionment that he has felt, and he has left the BJP now, is only because of the fact that while they may say certain things, their heart and spirit are not truly with the upliftment of the community. We have seen, unfortunately, that when you have mob violence, lynching, cow vigilantism, the minorities and the Dalits are always the favored targets. There is a certain upper caste orientation to the ruling party, and therefore they are very quickly prone to having a tendency when they attack people to attack those whom they consider socially different from them. And this is where we have seen time after time Dalits being stripped and beaten, Dalits doing the job of skinning a dead cow, having their clothes ripped off their backs and flogged, and the video put on YouTube. Dalits have been lynched, Dalits have been, I'm sorry to say, raped and assaulted. Now these are issues that go beyond the question of 1 crore here or 100 crores there. These are questions of the spirit and the goodwill and the attitude of those who are ruling our country and those whose duty it is to truly show their commitment to the upliftment of the Dalit community. I hope that in addition to keeping a close eye on the government's capacity to implement its policies and its promises, that in addition to ensuring that we make sure that the government gives Dalits what they have told Parliament in the budget that they are giving Dalits, let us also ensure that what is implemented in the right spirit, in a spirit of conviction and commitment that for India to prosper, our Dalits must also prosper. That is the key important understanding we must all have. And I say, ये नया इंडिया, नया भारत जिसके बारे में ये लोग बोल रहे हैं, that will be a hollow slogan. It will be meaning nothing if the Dalits of our country are left behind in the process. और सिर्फ मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, thank you very much for giving me this forum. Thank you, Ashok ji. Thank you all. जय हिंद.
नेशनल दस्तक की आपसे गुजारिश है कि अगर इसको बचाना चाहते हैं तो नेशनल दस्तक को सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए रेड कलर के सब्सक्राइब बटन को दबाएं, फिर बेल आइकन की घंटी दबाएं. नेशनल दस्तक को बचाने के लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि हर खबर को शेयर करें, लाइक करें, कमेंट जरूर करें.